Hi, it's Dr. Mattia Briesman here again from ICAMA, Boma Med, Boma Sense, all those. I'm here this week because I was, as always, we have like technical difficulties because I save animals and they're always around me when I want to do videos. They're really always around me. So anyway, bear with me. A lot of conversation came up this week in treating people about sex. No nice way to say that. Sex and birth control. And I think everybody knows how I feel about birth control. Chemical birth control is, prescription. Birth control, not a very good idea. We get a lot of people who come to us who have taken birth control pills, and that's a big part of what led them to be sick in the first place. Shots, hormone shots, also not a very good idea. Same thing. It can eventually cause IC. So it's not a good idea. So then the topic comes up of condoms. So let me back up. If you know your cycle, you can only get pregnant when you are ovulating. Right before ovulation, the days leading up to ovulation, sperm can live up to 3 days and it can linger. So right around that middle point of your cycle is when you're fertile. I'm not gonna say, don't say, Dr. Briesman told me that I can't get pregnant and at this particular time I got pregnant and it's all her fault. So you should talk to your doctor about what I just said. But learning about your cycle is really important because it can help avoid an unwanted pregnancy. That's a good way. A lot of other people use a withdrawal method. Of course, that can work, but it's a little bit like Russian roulette. And some people say it works all the time, and other people not so much. I had one patient who got pregnant on her period using a condom. That baby was meant to be. That was her 5th baby, and I said that baby needs to come into the world. And here's another one. So anyway, I'm sure he or she is off to a happy life now. It was a lot of years ago. So what I'm trying to get to is the subject of condoms. So I suppose I was shocked at myself because I was talking to a patient about condoms and I was thinking, well, I always used to recommend a certain brand because in my head it was latex free and spermicidal free and lubrication free. But now that I'm looking, because she said, no, it's not. It's hard to find all 3 of those things. So I think things have changed over time and I got away from the subject too much. So what I wanted to point out is spermicide can really, really aggravate your IC. Big time. So I think that it's really important to avoid spermicide. Lubrication can as well, but you may or may not be sensitive to it. Latex is something that some people are obviously allergic to. And you can get non-latex condoms and you can get non-spermicidal condoms, but it seems these days you can't get condoms that are not lubricated because they all come that way in the factory. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's what I've been reading. So part of what I wanted to say is if anyone has really good experience with certain condoms, it'd be really helpful if you leave it in the in the comments here. It would be helpful for me so that I can pass it on to other people, and I'm sure it would be helpful for other people to read in the comment section. But I do want everyone to be aware that just as I'm always explaining, what you put on your body is the same as if you put it in your mouth. So you're going to react to it. If you are going to react to it, it's not like you put it on your body that you're not going to feel it. It's the same thing when you're having sex. You're going to feel it, you're putting it inside of your body with the condom, and that's where it's making the contact with the skin. So it's something that you need to be really aware of. Also, lubrication, if you need added lubrication, all of those things, many of them are extremely toxic. You need to be aware and look for ones that are not toxic and the ingredients are balanced properly. If you have a hard time, BomaSense has, we offer a few choices. Sometimes you can use something really simple. If you need any advice or recommendations, you could always email us at customercare@bomasense.com. We can help you. Here's another one. Got a lot of animals. So sex is a huge subject. I could probably talk about this for an hour. But that gives you a taste. Don't think that just because it's somewhere else in your body that is not going to impact you. It's a really big impact, and I've talked about this before. Also, just sexual fluids, obviously, huge impact because you are subjecting yourself to the other person's relative balance or imbalance. So their fluids can affect your physiology, and you can react simply to that. So a lot of times what I do recommend is keeping fluids separate, which can be tricky. So, but it can make a really big difference until both partners are really healthy and balanced, because sometimes you're perpetuating things by bouncing things back and forth. No pun intended. So anyway, if you have questions or comments, please leave them here. But please, if you like your condoms, leave it in the comment section. I need some advice and some help so I can help other people more, because I have neglected this subject for a while. Anyway, that's my story for today. I hate to say goodbye, but I'm gonna have to say goodbye. And you guys take care till next time.